You guys can see me good? All right, cool. So we get into our gravity line. We want the feet hips distance apart. I'm gonna have my knees slightly bent, tuck at the tailbone, ribs and hips are over one another. Chin is tucked. We're gonna push the crown of the head to the ceiling. We're gonna also imagine the front and back of the rib cage elevating, not just the front trying to reach up there. So we're trying to think about going from the front and the back of the rib cage. Tucking that chin, reaching the neck to the back wall. We're trying to elongate the neck, reaching the crown, back of that crown of the head up to the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and go through our gait. So I'm going to lift my knee, point my toe, opposite arm, opposite leg swing. And I'm just letting my arms swing by my body. I'm not trying to be too rigid, but I'm trying to let those arms flow. Keeping the weight in the heels, keeping that tuck of the tailbone, tuck of the chin. Breathing in and out through the diaphragm and pushing that crown of the head into the ceiling. In this march, we're going to go out of an anterior to posterior pelvic tilt. So I'll go 1, 2, tuck, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Still growing through that crown of the head. Keeping this vertical in the angle. Weight still in that heel. We'll go one more. Keep marching. All right, we're going to go external rotation with the legs. So as my knees go up, now just bring the knees out to the side. Keeping that belt buckle forward, so rolling through those feet. Still going through that crown of the head. 3, 2, 1, right back to line. Pace just a bit. We'll start reaching the roof, raising the roof. Little pumps in the shoulder girdle. Breathing, making sure we're not holding our breath. Now all the way up, all the way down. Keeping those shoulders out of the ears. Allowing those shoulders blades to come back and down as we reach down. Staying out of the ears as we reach up. Hands out in front, elbows high. Making sure here we're not shaking the head. We're not getting that neck moving. Those arms can move around the neck. Torso, cervical spine, stays nice and tall. Again, weight still in those heels. We got that tailbone tucked, chin tucked, pushing that crown of the head to the ceiling. We're breathing. Hold tight, elbows in, hands out. Those hands in line with the shoulders. All right, relax those arms, let them swing. Keep marching, keep breathing. Three, 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to kind of do a walk in, walk out with rotation. So I'm going to bring my torso down to the floor. We'll walk up into lizard. Open up, hand back down. We'll walk just back in, back out. We're going to do 5 on each side. All right, guys. Next, we're gonna warm those knees up, feet together. Again, weights back in the heels. My back is nice and flat here. We're gonna go ahead and draw a figure eight or an infinity sign out in front of us. Think about it vertically. Think about my feet together. I got a pen between my feet. And I'm gonna write on the floor. So we'll come out nice and small at first. We don't want the heel to come off the ground at first. We're just gonna slowly warm the movement up. Then as you start to get through, we do about 5 or 6. We're going to start taking the knees out a little bit further. We're going to draw a bigger infinity signal. We'll come up off of the heel just a bit to kind of get to that end range for the knee. We're also alternating, right? So we're going through one way, stop, reverse, go back the other way. Obviously, if this hurts your knee going into a deeper range, try to restrict it. Go a little bit less where there's no pain, okay? Slowly relax. All right. How's everyone feeling on the warm-up? Are we warm? All right. So, what we're going to first get into, this is going to be a prone kickback. So, we'll be doing this guy for 45 seconds. I'm going to be flat on the floor here. Now, with the hands, you can pull your hands into an L and get your forearm on the ground and kind of give you a little bit more support. So my fingertips will be like my eyebrow level. I'm going to go ahead, tuck my tailbone and start driving the tops of my quads into the floor. You'll feel tension and a contraction in the low back and glute. Okay? And I got my elbows driving to the floor. I'm going to lift one leg back, and I'm not trying to use the spine to lift this leg. I want to keep both, whatever leg I'm lifting, I want to keep the front side of that guy on the floor. I want to drive through the heel, squeeze my glute. You're going to feel a contraction in the low back. I want you just to be careful that you're not lifting into extension. Okay, so the leg will increase the low back tension. You want to make sure that guy's not lifting up the ground. Use the thigh as a point for that. Okay, so again, I'll squeeze through, lift, hold, back down, squeeze through, lift, hold. And just like a one-sided swimmer, okay? Locking the top half, coming through, squeezing the glute. 1 second, hold at the top, and we'll alternate. It's going to be 45 seconds. Then we're going to go to the side. We're going to do these sideline leg lifts. I've done these many, many times. So I'm going to be using my hand, my arm, to prop my head. I'm going to have my bottom knee slightly bent, hips are in one line. I'm going to go ahead and bring my leg slightly out, about 4 o'clock angle here. We're going to lift the leg up to 45, squeezing again, making sure we're not using the spine and the side body to lift. Just the leg, squeeze, back down. All right, we'll do 30 seconds on each leg here. After, we're going to roll up, roll down for a minute. You think about this like a plank. When we're in the plank, we're tucking the tailbone, we've got the core nice and tight. That's what we're going to do here. I'm going to get out 90 degrees in my knees. Ankles are going to be, heels are going to be on the floor, and I'm reaching my mid-arch to the ground. All right, now my mid-arch, as you can see, is not touching the floor. But I've got good energy, okay? I'm trying to reach my navicular bone, boom, down to the ground. If you don't know what that is, it's just your mid-arch. Okay? Reach that guy down to the floor. We're trying to solidify the arch there. And then from here, we're going to hold the back side of my sit bones at a slight angle. We'll take a deep breath. I'm going to tighten the core, hands are going to be tight, and I'm going to tuck the tailbone. Reverse crunch. I'm going to tuck the tailbone, control as much as I can control. So if right here my feet start to come up and down, that would be in range for me. But if I lose and I can't control, so you go to wherever you control your range. So right there, I'm going to go forward, hold, back up. And so I'm rolling down, and I'm rolling back up, okay? Well, you guys are going to really want to use your hip flexors here and kind of stay in this L shape. You're going to be trying to move like this. We don't want that. We want the tailbone tucking, and you should be able to use that to come up and back down, okay?
Hey, Jeff, are we holding it at the bottom or just going back straight back up?
I mean, naturally, you're going to hold it at the bottom. We're not going to do like a hold for the minute. You're going to roll in and out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but just the nature of the exercise, you're gonna hold it for probably about 1 to 2 seconds as you get down to that final stage. So I really want you guys to try to find that end range, really stress it a little bit, roll back up, okay? Awesome. All right. So we'll go ahead and assume the prone position for the kick back. We'll go ahead and get us started here with a 45-second countdown. Give you guys a second to get down there. All right, in the prone position, I got the fingertips, I've got level, I've got the elbows pinned to the body, driving down the body, so shoulder blades are coming back and down. Tucking the tailbone, driving the tops of the hips on the floor. We'll lift 1 foot, 3, 2, 1. Go, chins tucked, long neck. One leg up, squeeze back down. Making sure that low back is not lifting the pelvis, so lift the leg. More seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Time. Ready to roll over. Right onto our side. Assume that position with the legs slightly at that 4 o'clock angle. We'll start lifting 45 degrees. 3, 2, 1. Go. Internally rotating as we lift that leg. So toe and knee are rotating in. As I lift at 45 degrees. And I want to find the sweet spot for me. 4 o'clock might not be the right angle for you. So you can kind of move the legs, see where you feel the contraction in the side of that hip the most. And that might be the most challenging position. That's where you need to be. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch over. Get our leg out at a 45-degree angle. 3, 2, 1. Go internally rotate as we lift. We find that good leg angle for our position. Where do we feel that contraction the most? Make sure we internally rotate the leg as we lift. Toes and knee reach inside the body, rotate toward the body. Three, 2, 1. Time. All right, we roll over. Sorry, sit up on the sits bones. Back sides of the sits bones. You're going to be slightly outside of the sits bones with the knees slightly open to help turn those hip flexors off we're talking about. All right, we're going to 1 minute here. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Tuck that tailbone. Control all the way to our end range. Pull back up. Way there. Five seconds left. Also, if you guys get a cramp in your foot, that's completely natural on these guys, especially because you're reaching through that arch so much, okay? All right, that's the plantar fascia. You might be feeling that. All right, we're gonna do 1 minute rest, and then we'll go back to the top one more time. How's everyone feeling on that stuff there? All right. Oh. All right, halfway through your rest. And we just want to make sure through this rest that we're breathing nice and deep through the diaphragm. Make sure we're exhaling all of our breath out. And long inhales, right? If you guys are ever trying to slow your breath down, you want to try to match the opposite of what your breath's doing. So if you're huffing and puffing, just doing that more is not going to slow down the heart or bring the heart rate down, right? So you want to try to use those directive breaths, inhales and exhales, to start to bring the heart rate down. All right, we'll get back into the prone. Kick back. And again, making sure our lumbar spine's not assisting us in lift. We've got that slight tuck of the tailbone, fingertips in the eye line, elbows down and back. And driving my forearm into the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. Push, squeeze. We also have the toes and ankles at 90 are neutral. Three, 15 seconds left. Straight through that knee as well. You don't want to bend that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Go ahead and roll to the side. 30 seconds on each side here. Leg lift. We're going to bring that leg out. Go forward block or wherever you feel the greatest contraction. 3, 2, 1. Internally rotating as we lift that side leg. Feeling the side hip, glute med, TFL, glute med, all of these muscles assisting in the leg lift, in this internal rotation. Squeeze. Three, 2, 1, roll over other side. Into the great position for us. 3, 2, 1, go internally rotating that leg as we lift into the ceiling. Get that leg about 45-degree angle. Three, 2, 1, time. Awesome. And then into our minute roll up, roll downs. Get our heels in line with our sits bones. We're on the back side of the sits bones. Knees are at 90. Try to reach that mid arch to the ground. So nice and tall thoracic spine. Take a deep breath in. 3, 2, 1. We'll tuck the tailbone. Rolling down to as much as we can control. Back up. Tucking that tailbone, laying the sitting on the ground, each consecutive vertebrae after that. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good job, guys. How did all that feel? Good. Awesome. You guys get your air, get your water right now while I go through these this next sequence here. So next what we have is the lateral push-up. So probably push-up is one of the most it's done wrong a lot, okay? So just real quick, I want to go through push-up position. You can be on your knees, you can be on your feet, okay? The same thing is going to apply to both. Right, so the setup, okay? I want my shoulder blades pulled back, but I don't want them sagging in the back. Okay, so I'm going to set my hand position first. I'm going to have my fingertips in front of me, and I'm going to rotate my elbow creases towards my front arm. So a lot of people when they're in the push-up position, they're like this, like a bug, bulldog. Why? We don't want that. Hold my shoulder blades back and down, and I want to reach those elbow creases forward. I get them in line with my thumb. All right? From here, I'm going to get myself into a plank position. So shoulders, hips in one line, and whatever angle my back is, meaning I don't need my back horizontally flat, but just however my body is, to my anatomy, my arms, my legs, however that's going to be, I want a nice straight back at that angle. Holding that core position with a little tug of that tailbone, shoulder blades back down, and slightly reaching to the floor so they're not sagging in the back. Slightly reach those guys to the floor. Now from here, I'm going to pull myself down, hips, shoulders in one, so I'm not coming down with the hips first. I'm not coming down with just my chest. The whole body pulls down, and I push away. So a lot of people with the push-up, they relax, and they just think about like gravity, letting them push to the floor and pull away. I want you guys to think about your back. Okay, the most underthought about thing in the push-up is the back. I'm pulling. You guys know what a row is, right? I row. But what is that? It's the down portion of a push-up. So I want to actively pull myself in. So I want everyone to pull back like you're rowing. Pull yourself in. You keep that tension and you push yourself away, holding the contraction that just pushed you or pulled you to the floor. Right? You're going to feel your back. You feel your chest a lot stronger. You're going to feel a lot more stable through the shoulder girdle as well. Okay, so with all that, we're going to add a lateral step in. And if you don't feel comfortable with the lateral, you just want to work on the push-up position that I just went through, completely fine. Okay, but with the lateral, we're just going to get into the position we just talked about. First thing is I take a step out with the foot, cross with the hands, push up, foot, hand, push up. Okay, same exact things that's going on. Okay. For that one, we're going to do 45 seconds. Then we're going to get up. We've got ice skaters. So with the ice skater, it's going to be a lateral jump. And basically how much stability that you guys have in control is going to dictate kind of how far you jump and how much you kind of load into this. Okay, but one thing I want you guys to focus is the leg that we are going to build a load on. I need the heel to be loaded. So when I jump, and I land, right, I'm loading my heel. I don't want to let the heel come off the ground and get into the ball of the foot like that. You see my heel's off the ground? I want that guy nice and flush to the floor. So we're gonna start, I jump to the side with a load. And as I come in, I'm bending, I'm loading all of this stuff on the side to push away. I'm pushing my hip the other way, become land load, push. So you guys can see, I'm loading, boom, getting into my plank. So I'm not rushing it. I want to absorb. You guys can just see how I tap my toe. If you guys feel like you're going to fall and you want to stay in that position, kind of tap your toe, catch yourself, reload, step out. Right? Catch yourself, reload. Right? Biggest thing is you don't want to be trying to press off the ground while you have no stability. Okay, so just trying to make sure everything's kind of slowed down, and then we'll press out. That'll be a minute alternating, and then we're going to do a prone cobra. Passive range hold, the same position we got in the prone kickbacks. And have my fingertips a little lower in line with my shoulder blades, or sorry, the front of my shoulder. And now my shoulder blades pull back and down, and the elbows are driving down the body. I'm tucking the tailbone. We're going to lift up into a big cobra. I've got a little bit of weight in my hands here. I'm fully contracted through the spine, and I'm going to take my hands off, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Okay? So you're basically using your hands to kind of get into the most amount of extension you can. And then we're taking the support off, and we're going to be holding that contraction all through the back for 30 seconds, all right? So, we'll go ahead and get in push-up position. Again, you want to do these on your knees, your feet, regular push-ups, or the lateral, like I'm going to do in show. Any of those is fine, okay? Set this guy for 45 seconds. We'll go ahead and get down on the ground. We're going to assume our push-up position. Fingertips up, elbow creases in line with those fingers into the good plank, tailbone tucked. We'll go ahead and pull ourselves to the ground, or you step to the side, lateral push-up. 3, 2, 1. Go. Pull ourselves down, push ourselves away. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Time. Stand up, we'll get into our ice skaters. All right, we just want to control, loading the heel, coiling in and pushing out. 3, 2, 1. Go, we'll jump to the side, low press. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. Time. Get to that cobra position, fingertips underneath the shoulders. Arm under arm, pin the body, elbows drag into the back pockets. Same as the shoulder blades, chin tucked, elongated neck. I'm going to tuck that tailbone. I'm going to start lifting myself into extension, really driving those elbows into that back pocket, shoulder blades in the back pocket. We're going to lift those hands off the ground. 3, 2, 1, deep breath, hold. 30 seconds. Continue to do that chin tucked, driving that front end of the ceiling. Shoulder blades back and down, lifting, tucking that toe, pushing. Touch the hips and go forward. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1, slowly relax. So guys, a little trick on that is if you're really hollow in the stomach where you don't have any breath, you can kind of seep into the ground and not have any support. What I like to do is I like to take a deep breath down into my core and I push it into the floor. So I'm basically lifting my low back, pushing through that belly button. And then I'm breathing and I'm trying to replace that. So I'm constantly trying to push out, hold that, and you guys can hold the breath for 10 seconds and replace it however you feel comfortable doing it. But just realizing that you can really use the core pushing into the floor to help you come up more into extension and actually have it feel a lot safer and more braced. Okay. We'll 1 minute rest here. We're going to get into some stretches. We got 15 seconds left in our rest. How's everyone doing? We'll go ahead, we'll get into our push-up position for the lateral push-up, alternating. Into our good setup, elbows, creases rotating towards that thumb or the fingers. Up into a plank position, slight tuck of that tailbone, back's nice and straight, chin's tucked. Go ahead and move out first. 3, 2, 1. Go foot moves out, cross the hands, pulls ourselves out, push away. Cross, pull ourselves in, push away. 20 seconds left. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Awesome. Standing up, getting into our ice skaters. All right, one thing too, when I'm jumping, I'm not really jumping into that bottom position. It may look like that, but I'm actually like jumping and I'm receiving myself pretty high. It's kind of like a standard myself in. Same thing with the push-up. Like I'm not just like letting gravity hopefully pull me in. I'm really using that hip flexor and I'm sucking myself down, pulling in, and pushing away, land, pull in. All right, so if you feel like you're stepping and you're up here, try to step, load that heel, give yourself just a little kick back. I want you guys to feel that heel load, feel the tissue expand and extend, okay? All right, we'll go ahead and move our position. 1 minute here, 3, 2, 1. We'll jump to that side, we'll load. Pulling ourselves in to that low position. Actively using the hip flexor. Halfway there. Focus on getting that good heel load. Heel does not come off the ground. If your heel keeps coming off the ground, then lift your toes. Ten seconds left. And time. All right. All the way down to the floor. Again, fingertips are going to be in line with the tops of the shoulders. We're going to smash that upper arm of the body, shoulder blades down back, elbows into the back pocket. We'll start tucking the tailbone tops. I'm going to take a deep breath in, push my belly button into the floor, lift all the way up to extension. 3, 2, 1, lift off, hold. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax. How'd that feel for everyone using the abdomen into the floor? Did that help at all? Awesome. All right, so first stretch that we're going to get into, I'm going to get into the adductors. So what I'm going to do into this position is I'm going to get my knees as wide as they can go comfortably across the mat if you have it. So we'll get those knees wide, and I want to go ahead, open up my knee angle. So my shin bone is reaching outside of my knee. On my hand, my chest is nice and tall, shoulders down and back. Now what I'm going to do in this position is I'm going to tuck my tailbone, and I'm going to try to bring my ribs and hips together, holding that tuck. I'm then going to rock and move and walk my sits bones back towards my heel as I continually tuck. And you will know where your end range is. It won't let you go anymore. It'll be a very extreme stretch. Just scooping the tailbone, consistently scooping the tailbone at max tension and moving the heel, the hips back. We have to be at max tension to get my end range here. Breathe in nice and deep. Slowly straighten the leg, bend the back knees, and I'm just going to sit with my legs open here. Get a little different stretch, so I brought my heels towards my butt. I'm going to continually start opening my knees, let my pubic bone kind of relax to the floor here. using my breath, try to allow that area to relax as I open the knees and allow it to sink to the floor a little more. Come back out. I'm going to get my feet wide. We're going to go back into the stretch, okay? So we'll start tucking the tailbone. I'm going to start walking those sits bones back towards my heels as I continually tuck the tailbone. Now finding that new end range, probably just a little bit deeper in the stretch. Continually tucking. Continually moving those sits bones back towards the heel. Deep breaths into those adductors. 3, 2, 1. We'll slowly let the hips move away from the sits bones. We'll bend those knees. I feel for everybody. Good. If those are really tight, sometimes those try to do the job of the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor gets weak. They're just kind of getting loose, and the adductors want to go kind of hold that stuff back up. So those are trying to be an area that you want to work on. Next, we're going to get into the glute med. So with this guy, actually this might be glute med. I'll have to check my book again, but it's in the area that I want. So I'm going to have my legs straight. I'm going to take this guy, cross over, and I want that foot nice and flat on the floor and straight as well. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to sit up on those sits bones as tall as we can. I'm going to grab my knee with my opposite arm, and I'm going to pull towards my body. So I'm pulling the knee away from the hip toward my midline, trying to sit up as much as I can. You can think about dropping the pelvis forward, reaching your belly button to the ground, rotating the sits bones up to the ceiling. However, you can imagine yourself sitting up more and cueing your body to do that. That's what I want you to do. I want you to sit up more, chest up. We're going to continue to pull that in and toward our body. Same side arm we're stretching reaches out, shins tucked. I'm continually trying to sit up more, reach that pelvis back, and draw the knee to my body. Three, 2, 1, slowly relax. How'd that feel for everyone? We're trying to get a stretch kind of in the glute med area where we're doing the leg lifts. You guys feel that? All right, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grab that leg, and then I'm cowing. So I'm trying to sit up as much as I can. Okay? Other side. Cross that leg over, getting the foot nice and flat. Hips are in one line. We're going to pull this knee toward our chest, toward our midline as much as we can. We're going to sit up as much as we can. Doing a little cow. Same side arm. We'll reach, shins tucked. We're just trying to sit up more. Pull this knee away more. You can also drive the knee up into the ceiling once you get to that end stretch. It will add tension, a little bit of decoaption and space creation inside of the joint. Three, 2, 1, slowly relax. We're going to get up into a one knee position. You need one knee on the ground, one knee out in front of us. You were kneeling with your son at football practice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring that knee to 90 degrees. The back knee is directly underneath my hip. An angle slightly outside of that knee, causing internal rotation through the hip. The hips are in one line. Now, here I'm going to slightly tuck the tailbone, bring the ribs and hips together. Now, from this position, we're going to push the pelvis away from the down knee just a little bit, and now we're going to move the knee over the foot, bringing the front knee to 90 degrees. I'm down on my knee here, bringing the torso forward, and then I'm going to tuck the tailbone, push my belly button behind me. You should feel a stretch coming down the mid-thigh, inner thigh, front inner thigh. Same side arm will reach up, externally rotated, reaching, shins tucked, pushing that front head to the ceiling. Consistently trying to tuck that tailbone, push that belly button behind us, and separate both knees with good tension. 3, 2, 1, slow relax. Right, other side, 45 degrees in that front leg, knee is greater than 90, back knee is underneath the hip with the ankle outside, causing a little bit of internal rotation. Hips are in one line, we bring the ribs and hips together, tucking the tailbone. You should feel a little bit of initial tension here. I'm going to push the pelvis away from that down knee. Boom, front knee goes over. We're going to separate both knees with good tension. Same side arm will reach, chin's tucked. Deep breaths in and out through the diaphragm here. The psoas, the hip flexor, they have a direct correlation and relationship with the diaphragm. So we want to make sure we're breathing through the diaphragm while we're stretching and dealing with the psoas. 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax there. All right, here we're going to get into the hamstring. With the hamstring, I'm going to be sitting up on my sits bones as tall as I can. The leg that we're not stretching, we're going to kind of just open up, external rotation, slight bend of the knee. And make sure our pelvis and hips are in one line. And then I'm going to make sure with my hip bone here, the ASIS, the bony part on the front of the hip, that my heel's in line, my leg's nice and straight. Now what we're going to do here is I'm sitting up over my sits bones as tall as I can. Just sitting up more should increase the tension of your hamstring. You should feel that stretch. If not, you think you're moving your pelvis, you're not. I want you to really try to imagine sitting up, you're rocking up and sitting on those sits bones. Imagine the pelvis is moving behind you. It's like we're doing an RDL, right? That same kind of perpendicular relationship. That's what I want you guys to do here. So chest is up. We internally rotate the leg at the hip. I'm going to push that knee out. Toes back towards my face. Now I got to raw the tension in my leg. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Externally rotate. And now all I'm doing is keeping that chest high. Don't let it fall. As I try to sit up more. It's all in the pelvis here now. I'm trying to sit up more. Drop the belly button to the ground as I reach the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Think about Instagram model. Instagirl. All the girls. It's the butt pose. Butt pose. Woo! 3, 2, 1. You guys don't know what the butt pose is. That right there. So we want to do boom while we're stretching. That one right there. Okay? Boom. All right. Other side. Now you guys are really going to understand it. I get it. You guys needed that visual. It's all right. I'm here for you. All right. Other leg will slightly open up. Again, the other leg's in one line. I'm going to internally rotate the hip. Push that knee out into my fingers so I can feel the side of this hip ramp up with tension. Toes back towards my face, side of the ankles reaching away. We're going to sit up as much as we can over those sit bones. Now I feel initial tension in that hip. Externally rotate the hands, chest up. We're going to sit up more. Reaching those sit bones back more, sitting up more. Internally rotating, toes back towards the face, heel reaches away. Breathing into the back of that leg. Three, 2, 1. Slowly relax there. Awesome. How's everyone feeling with that? String. Another hip flexor here, erect fem, one of the quads. I'm going to go ahead and bring my foot out in front of me. I'm going to bring my hands to the ground. I'm going to bend my knee. I'm going to grab same side arm. I'm going to keep my hand on the floor. And now I'm trying to grab my ankle. I'm bringing my heel to my butt as I tuck my tailbone. You guys will feel the stretch in the front of the hip here, going up into the side of the hip flexor, okay? Continually tucking that tailbone. Three, 2, 1. We'll slowly relax the leg. Go to the other side. Drop down both my hands, support, same side arm, hand will grab the same side ankle. I'm going to tuck that tailbone and start pulling my heel towards my butt. Feel a stretch right in the middle of the quad, coming high, going to the outside of the quad. So come up that middle, start sweeping slightly outside there. The top, the very, very top might be hard to feel. Continually tuck that tailbone. It's all about the tucking of the tailbone. 3, 2, 1, slowly relax. How's that feeling? Right, the last 2 that we just did, you guys should be doing that daily, okay? Stretching the hamstrings, stretching the quads. Right, we're consistently in these shorted positions all the time. Right, they're gonna stay short. That's what the body does. It wants to cast whatever you guys do the most. So all of us, even myself, sit more than we need to, so we constantly need to be stretching these guys in the front, right? Or we're gonna be looking like that. You walk around like this. And that's when you start getting back pain, when you like can't walk with your butt. You're like swinging your spine to walk. You don't want that. And so we want to make sure we stretch all these guys so our glutes can activate and we can stand up in a neutral fashion, okay? All right. I want to get you guys on the wall. I got two L-DOAs on the wall for you guys today. Pull all of this crap off. This computer gets crazy hot. All right. So I've done both of these guys with you. Oh, shoot. I know, I should start my own production company. I get it. All right. So first one, we're going to deal with the SI joint here. So same position that we always get them on the wall. I'm going to get my sits bones up against the wall. I'm going to kind of fall back. And I want to get both sit bones up on the wall. Now, I want to make sure that my torso is in one line, so I'm not cocked like this off the wall, right? So my low back meets the floor, sit bones on the wall, and my low back is completely flush to the floor, all right? So I'm going to breathe in and out through my diaphragm the whole time. Every exhale, you're going to try to relax more of your spine into the ground. So over time of this action to the floor, that's the whole idea while we're elongating. Okay, so make sure all the structures are melting into the ground. Now from this position, I'm going to go ahead and widen both legs to 45-degree angles, pushing my knees out over my toes. Mid arches are reaching the wall, and I've got 90 degrees in my knees. Okay, we're breathing nice and deep here. I got my knees pushed over. I'm pushing them into the ceiling. My chin is triple chin position. Sit bones are reaching toward the wall. Low back's into the floor. Breathing, not holding the breath. Overhead, triple chin position. Pushing the crown of the head away from the sits bones. We'll go overhead one arm at a time. Making sure the spine does not deviate. Pushing those knees into the ceiling. Making sure the spine stays nice and flat on the ground. So we're creating space at the SI joint on each side of the hip. Pushing those knees in the ceiling, make sure those hips stay on the ground. Pushing. Triple chin position. Every exhale. Melting the whole spine to the ground. As we inhale, front and back of that rib cage reach towards the crown of the head. Crown of the head reaches away from the sits bones. Knees into the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax the arms, legs. We're going to go ahead and resituate ourselves. Shimmy, make sure both of my sits bones are back on the wall. My low back, both sides are nice and flat on the floor. Mid-spine, ribs are down to get that mid-spine nice and flush. Triple chin position, reaching that neck to the floor. Now we're going to go ahead, internally rotate the leg at the thigh. Knees press out, toes back. Sides of the ankles up the wall. You can hit the heels slightly off the wall if you can reach enough, but we don't want the leg to come off the wall. So if you can reach enough just so the ankle comes off, that's fine. And
Get low back, nice and flat to the floor, triple chin position. We'll go overhead or over our chest, one arm at a time, externally rotated. And now same exact thing, overhead, one arm at a time, making sure the spine does not deviate. Deep breaths, triple chin position, pushing the crown of the head away from the tailbone, tailbone to the wall. Sacrum, low back into the floor, breathing. 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax the legs, the arms. Go ahead and roll off the wall. I want to make sure that I keep my shoulders, knees all in one line. Torsion. Go ahead and get off the wall. Now, obviously, if you have like a low back issue, you want to be nice and slow. How's it doing? How are you feeling? Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I just want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting Red Dot, getting on the online classes. We really appreciate all the support. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to myself or email us, anything like that. All right. If anyone has any questions right now, feel free to pop off the mute and ask me. All right. Well, you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, Carl. I'll see you Tuesday.